Hey John, so I decided to make a video. Maybe the things are going to be a little bit more easier to understand. So what I'm looking is the following, and thanks God, seems like we're having a live example. So the things are going to be a little bit easier to explain. So as you can see, we're having an entry signal into the current time frame, which in this case is the 5 minutes time frame. All good. Now, the next thing which the new development should do is, look at the CCI, which seems like in this case is below 100, so all good. And the second step is to look at the candles of the oscillator. Now, because the previous closed candle, it is not a red one and below 0.1, and neither the current candle, it is not below 0.1, it is not a valid entry. Now, to look at a much more better example will be this one here. So here the things are a little bit different. So we have the entry, the CCI is below 100, which is great. And if we are looking at the oscillator, the previous candle is red and below 0.1, and the current candle as well is red and 0.1. So this is good. This is a valid entry, and for now we don't need to do anything. What we need to do is to go into the higher time frame and check the oscillator candles. So the previous and the current one are green, but below 0.1, so there is no valid entry for the 15-minute time frame because these two should be red and they are green. Now, if I'm checking the 30 minutes, seems like here the things are much more better. So because the previous close candle and the current candle, both of them are red and below 0.1, now in the entry time frame here, what I would like to have is what you already done here, is I would like to have this kind of double entries, which basically so 2 arrows with the M30 because here are the valid one. Now if I'm going to check further the higher time frame, okay, so seems like at that moment the current candle, it was a red one and below 0.1, so that's great. We're having one entry. We are not having two entries because the previous closed candle of the oscillator, it is not below 0.1, but it's red, but still not a valid entry. So only one. Now into the entry time frame, what I would like to have is one arrow displaying the H1, because into the H1 we are having one valid entry. Now if I'm looking at the even higher time frame, or H4, okay, so in this case there is no valid entries because none of them are below 0.1, but they are red, which is great, but they should be below 0.1. If I'm looking at the higher time frame, still anything and still anything. So for example, for this particular entry, what should display is 2 entries based on the 30 minutes time frame and one entry based on the H1 time frame. So I hope things are a little bit more clear now. And this is what the new updates should display instead of what they are displaying right now.